Alright, fellas, we're going to do a preseason report for the Fresno State Bulldogs. Last year we finished 6-7. Really, we were 7-6, but the little debacle at the end of the year really set my team back a win. But it really don't matter. But we got a new outlook this year. We really struggled last year at the beginning of the year. I don't say we struggled. We played really well, but we lost a lot of games late in overtime or last-second heroics by the other team, and it really demoralized us. But this year we're coming out with a new look. Last year we had quarterback Greg Watson as a sophomore started. He's redshirting this year, and we got Derek Carr coming in who redshirted last year, and he's going to be a junior. He will head this team up. He's the brother of David Carr, the NFL quarterback, and I think David used to be the quarterback of Fresno. He looks to be really good, but we're really not going to depend on him this year. We're going to run the ball, and we're going to run the ball a lot. Halfback A.J. Ellis is going to be our lead man. He's a standout performer, 87 overall. He's been running the ball really well this year in the two games. Over 100 yards a game. We have some really good wide receivers. We look to be led by Jalen Saunders, who is he's really a small guy, 5'9", 162. We've put him. He's our number 2 wide receiver, but we've put him in the slot and went with 2 bigger wide receivers on the outside. And he's looking to have a big game. I throw a lot to my slot guy, and I like to throw to him, and he's going to do really good this year. Our offensive line is loaded with a lot of senior talent. We have a really good overall offensive line, but we have players right behind them that's real good too. So we have some juniors and sophomores, stuff that's really good. Our defense is led by outside linebacker, right outside linebacker, let me get his name up, Travis Brown. He's a senior. He's an 89 overall. He had a lot of tackles last year. He's going to really step up this year and do good. I think probably our best player on the team is our punter. He's a 93 overall. I think his kick power is like 99. On kickoffs, he gets a touchback every time this year. I think we're going to do really good at recruiting. We have like 2 or 3 4-star recruits that are looking at us. I have 4 juniors at cornerback. I'm looking at bringing in some cornerbacks to start prepping for the next year. I really don't know how this coaching carousel thing's going to work, but I'm going to stay at Fresno State until I get an Auburn offer probably, and build my loyalty up and build everything up. As far as what we're looking to do this year, as record-wise, I want to finish. I'd like to win 10 games. I mean, that's realistic for me. Last year was a debacle. This year, I noticed it's a little tougher than our last few games last year. It's really coming down to manipulating the line and the other team. For me, if I try to run the ball and line up in an I form or something, they smash me every time. We're going to run the spread. We're going to line up in the single back spread formation, and we're going to pass the ball if they come out to stop the run, and we're going to run the ball if they come out to stop the pass. We're just going to audible and run it right up the gut. It's been working the first 2 games, and that's the way we're going to continue until the computer stops it. Because if I try to run it any other way, they're beating me up. I'm not getting anything. So I just trick the computer, and it's coming out 4 wide, 1 back, and I'll run draws and slams right up the middle the whole time. And I have run it a lot of other ways too, but that seems to be working, and then passing the ball when I need to on that too. But we look to really run the ball, pound the ball. The defense looks to be stingy on D. We've got some big-time user games coming up against CP and the mighty Baylor Bears or whatever they are. If we can just come through them with 2 wins out of the 3 games I got, I'll be happy. We look to get in a nice bowl game this year instead of the New Mexico Bowl, and I hope that this off season is a little bit better. Maybe we'll have some ground rules of how we're going to do things and stuff like that on the coaching contracts. And if you're just going to stay put, then let's just click stay put. We're going to keep our current contract or whatever. I'm sure we'll work it all out. I just look for big things out of our team this year, and it's just been really fun to be in the league. This is an experience. And I just got a question. They say they fixed all the zone crap, zone D. I don't ever run it. I run it every now and then. Every time I run it, they throw a pass and they get big yards on me. So I run my same old man defense a lot. Maybe it's a little different against the computer, against the user, but the computer still picks apart the zone defense. Maybe somebody can comment on that later on. We can open up a thread or something like that, but I just think it's ridiculous. Peace out, fellas. Best.